Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have
Reporting.
arrived.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy.
Awaiting
yet.
acknowledge.
Construction
Yes, sir.
options.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Vehicle reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledge.
Our base is
Acknowledge.
under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction
Yes, sir.
options.
At
Building.
once. At once. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes,
Low
sir.
power.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy. Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Ready and waiting. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Training. Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready. Our base is under
Awaiting order.
attack.
Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit
At once.
ready.
Yeah.
Unit lost.
Okay.
Unit ready.
Ready and
Training.
waiting. Of course.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Training.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Very
Unit
well.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. On hold.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Cancel. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Low power.
Vehicle waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy.
Waiting
yet.
orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Preparing.
Reporting.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
On hold.
Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. Awaiting
Unit
orders. Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building.
Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
On hold. Cancel. Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. On
Affirmative.
hold.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready and
Unit
waiting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering affirmative. Engineering affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing. Building. Unit repaired. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
repaired.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete. New construction options.
Awaiting
Building.
orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repair.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Construction complete. Building. Insufficient funds. On hold.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir?
Training. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes,
Construction
affirmative.
complete. Structure
Yes, sir.
sold.
Agreed. Very well.
Building.
Yes, sir?
Unit lost.
Engineering
Construction
affirmative.
complete.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Vehicle
complete.
reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Construction
Affirmative. Vehicle
complete.
reporting.
Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Building. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Construction complete.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit
Engineering.
prepared.
Reporting.
Building. Unit lost. Repairing. Insufficient
Awaiting order.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
New
Acknowledged.
construction options. Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Building.
Yes, sir? Acknowledged.
Repairing. Insufficient funds. On
Yes,
hold.
sir? Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Reporting. Yes, sir?
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir? Affirmative.
Building lost.
Yes, sir? Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. Unit lost.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Repairing.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Our base.
Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Cancel.
Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Agreed. Of course.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit lost.
Yes, sir?
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Vehicle
funds.
acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Insufficient funds. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Waiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Insufficient funds. Naval unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
On hold. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Very well.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. At once.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledge.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Building. Repairing. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Repairing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Structure
Reporting.
sold.
At
Repairing.
once. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete.
Reporting.
On hold.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Reporting.
Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit repaired.
Reporting.
Repairing.
At once.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
repaired.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit
Awaiting orders.
ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient
Awaiting orders.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. Preparing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Training.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Very well.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Orders.
reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lost. On hold. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Cancel.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Sufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Unit
affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Mission accomplished.